Assuming that a secret to accumulate wealth was to climb the property ladder, a friend of mine purchased an investment property. However, he was also playing in the share market, had a car loan, and most definitely wasn't budgeting. He came to the realization that despite what appeared, he was moving slowly and in the wrong direction. He had to reassess his priorities due to the financial burden of needing to find a new tenant, as well as the interest only loan on the investment property and the big mortgage on his primary residence. To achieve his objective more quickly, he made a decision to sell his investment property and refocus his investment approach. Hi guys, this is Naftej Aluwalia. Welcome back to my channel. It can be tempting to attempt and juggle everything at once when we are starting out in our professional or family life. Most of us have experienced a ting of FOMO when we watched our loved ones purchase their ideal home, take lavish vacation, or organize exciting wedding. Keeping up with the Jones is natural to humans, and this is especially true when it comes to money. However, it can seem as though we are not making any progress while we are attempting to complete everything. So, how can we effectively set financial priorities? When it comes to financial priorities, we need to decide what exactly we want and need in our life. Once this is sorted out, we can then budget our priorities. So, list out all the life goals you have: putting money down for a home, a wedding, setting up a business, retirement, or private schooling of your kids. Prioritize these financial goals as soon as you are aware of them. Think about when I will achieve this goal. How much money must I save to do this? I never gave my financial future enough attention until I was 25, 26 years old. Although I was a saver from an early age, I was saving money without an end goal, thinking only of one thing: save as much as possible, as I will eventually need the cash someday. So the primary goal was to save the money and keep it in the bank. However, looking back on my life, this turned out to be one of my biggest regrets. I wish I had given investing and setting financial priorities more thought. Keep watching if you want to avoid having similar regrets in the future. So let me share my money priorities with you guys. Priority number one: paying for rent, utility, and groceries. After all my basic necessities are met, I'm at ease and I feel stress free. Now I can focus on enjoying the little life pleasures, and this can eventually lead to my personal growth. Priority number two: having $1,000 in my Freedom Fund. My priority here is to have $1,000 in this Freedom Fund account. Things happen in life that we can't prepare for, and my Freedom Fund will ease my ability to pay for them quickly without going into debt or getting a payday loan. Priority number three: being debt free. It is on high priority on my list to pay off debt, including personal or credit card loans. The goal here is to pay off credit cards or any kind of loan as soon as possible. By eliminating all the debt, I'm able to use the money I was spending on these debt payments towards other life goals. Debt can really limit my borrowing power. Therefore, it is wise for me to pay off my debt as soon as possible. My priority number four: having emergency fund. Once I have paid off my debt, the next priority on my list is to create a solid emergency fund that can cover my 6 months of living expenses. This will keep me from going back into debt and shield me from life's little surprises like losing my job or expensive car repairs. My priority number five: retirement. Once I have created a solid 6 months emergency fund, my retirement ultimately takes priority here. I plan to maximize my time with retirement wealth, and to ensure I can draw down on it in the way that best suits me, this is where I start investing a certain percentage of my income monthly towards a retirement account. Ultimately, the reason I want to be working in my 60s is because I want to do so, not because I must. Priority number six: house deposit. It took me a lot of efforts and careful budgeting to start saving for my first property deposit. Building a surplus from my salary was the key to starting to save up a deposit. I got surprised at the items I could trim that actually made a difference, despite the fact that it involved changing my way of living. Priority number seven: investing. After building a solid emergency fund, I feel comfortable enough to start investing. It is recommended to start investing as early as possible. My key is to budget to get some of my money into growth assets that can compound over time. It's a huge benefit. If you can put aside even a small amount of your income week to week, it could have a strong impact down the track. It's important to keep track of and record our financial progress every year. By doing this, we will be able to review each year and as we advance, make more achievable goals. Creating a reasonable time frame and dividing those objectives into smaller goals is the best strategy to develop a personal financial goal. I calculate my priorities and make sure that they are on track and aligned with my future self. I then spend a percentage of my money on planning trips, gaining new experiences in life, and other fun activities that are important to me. We often get caught up in doing everything at once, which can lead to lack of focus, especially when it comes to managing our finances. However, by prioritizing goals and taking the necessary actions, we can work to create the life we want. Without a destination in mind, we are just driving aimlessly. So take some time to figure out what you want to achieve financially, whether it's saving for a dream vacation, buying a house, or retiring early. Having a clear goal gives you direction. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And remember, as always, stay curious, stay awesome. And I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.